Hello, good morning. Thought I'd do an update on Bitcoin. It's been very, very boring for quite a long time, but finally burst into life yesterday. So I'm going to do a bit of explaining here because there's some new types of signals. Just to explain what this platform is, it's called Technician or Chart IQ. You can see the code at the top there. It's a free platform for delayed data and it's got some pretty decent studies on there. It also has a lot of my stuff that I use on there as well. So to explain, this is Bitcoin 1 hour, and we're using the same philosophies of multiple time frames, support and resistances, what I've shown on FX. But this is on intraday basis, so you have shorter time frame intraday levels. Blues generally are supports and reds generally resistance. The thicker the line, the higher the time frame is and the more important. So the first thing I'm going to show really is how the range of what was a breakout was actually pretty narrow. It was between 6,360 and 460, which is very narrow, and the narrowest it's been I think this year actually. And so what we were looking for was where that breakout was going to come. You can see that there's various circles and squares. The circles are what's called bear cage signals, and they're linked to the study that is called time average bands. A different philosophy to Bollinger Bands in that it looks at the relationship of range as opposed to close, and actually has 4 deviations and a variable moving average that can be anything from 3 period to 21. If we get expansions of range, the average collapses down and becomes very narrow, down to the 3. If we go very quiet, it'll go up to 21. So much more dynamic than Bollinger Bands. And what happened yesterday was we had this red square, which is another one of my studies, which is called Slam Dunk. Power Play is the green one. And the thing that made this important was the fact that it was, let's just get rid of some of these. The thing that made it important was the fact that when we had this signal here, it broke that support. So that's qualifying the signal, as it were. We then collapsed down, made a bit of a spike low, but there's been some significant developments as well in terms of what the support and resistance now is. First of all, that breakout point at 6360 has now disappeared, and it's moved down to yesterday's low at 6,210. Actually, more importantly to me is the fact that this long-standing level that had been at 6,080, and that goes back a long way, has actually shifted up to that low as well at 6,210. So that strengthened that level, so it is an important support. If it gives way, then we still have another level which is at 6,140, which again has been there for a long time, so it's important. However, if we make a daily close below there, it means there is no support, and price would then have to build support based on its own momentum, which is not always an easy thing to do. So Bitcoin has broken down. I would expect some short-term levels to move into this area here, possibly today, probably tomorrow, and then that would lower the resistance point. So for now, Bitcoin has broken down, looks pretty poor. Reference those 2 levels below. Okay, thank you.